Hey guys, it's your favorite real estate professional, Raj here. Thanks again so much for tuning into another one of my videos. So recently I made a post having to do with renting versus buying, and I just wanted to make this quick video just in case you were considering buying a home. So some of the important factors that you're gonna have to, I guess, bear in mind if you're thinking of buying are gonna include, for example, your income. We all know we're going through the pandemic right now, and a lot of people have lost their jobs. And naturally, if you're in a position where you're kind of trying to find stability income wise, I definitely suggest you spending time to kind of get that sorted out before going on the house hunt, right? But if you're in a position where your income is stable, everything is okay with your job, then all thumbs up. You're good to go to be able to start looking into getting pre-approved and to start actually searching the market for a home, right? The next thing that we definitely have to take into consideration is your credit score. So credit score is going to always be super important, just to get you locked in at the best rate that is possible, right? The different scores that you can get qualified for, like, it varies. Like, you can get qualified for as low as maybe around 580 depending on the situation, but I don't recommend you trying to get locked in at that like credit score. Like, if you can, spend some time to build your credit score up, so that you'll be able to get a better rate on your loan. However, like with my company, we'd be able to have like different credit repair companies that we could like help you like get in contact with, and they could help you pretty much with getting your credit score boosted, right? And that's all a part of the whole process of us just being able to help you out. But on your own, like, if you can like work on your credit score before going actually into the process of purchasing, that would be super awesome for you. If you already have good credit, then thumbs up again. That's like another step that you would be cleared on to be able to start looking for properties and getting pre-approved to get that process going, right? The third thing that we'd have to bear in mind is debt. So when getting qualified for a loan, typically what we do is we compare your debt to income ratio. So your debt to income ratio is very important in order for us to qualify you for how much you'd be able to afford to be paying on a monthly basis. So you don't want to have too much of a high debt to income ratio, because that would mean that your debt is very high when compared to your income. So if you're going to take on a mortgage, like, that's going to be a lot more debt that we're adding on that you may not be able to actually cover. So you want to actually clear out your credit card debt, whatever other debt you're carrying, to kind of minimize that ratio so it's as low as is possible to get you a higher buying power, right? And the other thing that we have to bear in mind is your down payment. So it's gonna, of course, be very important that you have a certain amount of money saved up in order to put down as a down payment for your home, right? So the aim is really for you to be saving depending on the sales price of the property, as well as the type of loan that you're going to be taking out. For example, if you're taking out a loan, if you're buying a home with FHA mortgage, then you're going to be required to put down a minimum of 3.5%. So if it all depends on what the price of the property is, versus if you're using like a conventional loan, also that down payment percentage might vary depending on whether you're a first-time buyer or not, right? So the down payments might vary, but the most important thing is that you'd have at least enough money in savings to cover, or you can get for your down payment, you'll be able to get a gift, like maybe from a family member, maybe your mom, dad, grandparents would like to contribute. They can contribute to your down payment, but not to your closing costs. So you're gonna have to think about you're covering down payment, and you're gonna have to cover some closing costs, if not all the closing costs. So that's like, things that you have to bear in mind that you'd have to have sufficient amount of money for in order to consummate the purchase of the property. So those are just 4 things, guys. I know there are, of course, other factors that play a role into you being able to purchase a home. However, I thought those would be some of the more common stuff that would be discussed to like help you clarify like whether it makes sense for you right now to look into buying a home. But I definitely advocate that you guys look into getting your home now, because the rates are super low And so it's kind of like prime time for you to take advantage of that. So if you guys would love to have more information, or you want to really get more information on if you're qualified already, I'd love to be able to set up a consultation with you. So please feel free to reach out, send me a direct message, and I'll be happy to schedule a time where we can speak and kind of dig into your own circumstances to see whether or not you'll be qualified for buying a home. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and look forward to seeing you guys at the next one. All right, so have yourself a good one, guys.